Hi, my name is Pablo Lerdo, and I'm one of the co-founders of Datalogz, and I'm going to give you a quick overview into our new Power BI connector. So you can see we're looking at this dashboard called the Sales by District dashboard. We're currently in the Overview tab, and if you look at the left-hand side, you're able to see a general overview into who created this dashboard, when it was last synced, which is very helpful information to make sure you're using the latest data, as well as the preview panel. Then the preview, it gives you obviously a preview of the dashboard, so you already kind of know what sort of information might be available in that dashboard. On the right hand side, you get a general description of the dashboard as well as the popular tags. If there's different tags that have been assigned to this dashboard, so you can find them easier, or categorize them by product, maybe by department, by business unit, as well as the owner and frequent users. So the owner and frequent users is pretty handy to know around your organization who has been using the different type of dashboard. That way you can have more of a governance around all the dashboards that exist across your organization and actually see which ones are being used and for what occasions. If we go to the articles are meant to document and processes. So when people consult or come and look at this dashboard or report, or are trying to replicate this report, they can use the articles to make sure that they are following the right processes to be able to create that specific report. And then if we jump to the discussion feature, on the discussion tab, you're able to ask questions, be able to respond to questions, and add more context. Some of those information and context that usually lived in our private inboxes, our Slack messages, our email inboxes, and now it can all be documented here at the actual asset level. Now jumping to datasets. Datasets pretty much gives you, which are the datasets that are being used to publish this or are being used in this dashboard. If we jump to the queries, on the queries, this is pretty helpful. There are two purposes of this: is to collaborate and also to leverage the work that already exists. So you can collaborate on the different queries that already exist with your teammates. You can see what they wrote to be able to get some insights from this report, as well as you're able to leverage their work. So you can easily use what already has been built. Now, if we jump to the alerts, I'll give you a sneak peek into one of our new features. The alerts, you're able to set alerts for different dashboards to be able to get notified on two things, mostly usage and modifications. So usage alerts, who is using your dashboards, for what purpose, in what context. And then also more on the usage, on the modifications part, is to let you know if there's been any changes at the data source level. So this is important because often there's changes made in different tables that ultimately affect the reports you are reporting on. So you want to get notified when there are changes made onto the underlying source of information, so you can make the appropriate changes in the dashboard. And lastly is the activity tab that gives you like a general overview into the usage of the report, as well as a history log of the modifications. As we can see down here, you can see what has been changed by whom in this report, as well as at the top you get the views, as well as the shares if people have shared it across your organization, the different exports. A lot of people like to export reports and dashboards as PDFs to send them around, so you can see the usage around that as well. And that's a general overview into dashboards. The last thing I will show is the lineage page. This is very important because you can see the end-to-end upstream and downstream flow of information of your reports, so you're actually using the correct data. The data that should be flowing to your report is making its way through the appropriate channels. And that's the overview into our new Power BI connector. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.